Their last performance, nothing special FC. We may be looking at having something interesting happen. We saw their pass, their tap and play passing. Saw their tap play passing and it was working pretty well. Hopefully all your predictions are in because we don't have much time until the predictions are going to be over. It does seem that Legacy FC is going to start with the ball. Mems passes straight to Care, but gets intercepted by Dench. I know Nothing Special does have a pretty intercept heavy playstyle, and it seems to be working for them. It does seem, I don't know, it doesn't look like a diamond, but it also doesn't look like a man. Carrier sends all the way to George. George goes for a cross in, unfortunately. I think Pennell got a little tap on it, and Dench was able to clear it out. Carrier sends on to Hunter, but it's a little bit too high for him, so goes straight to Jim, who sends it back out. Unfortunate. Mems with ball, sends it to corner. George with cross in. Dench unfortunately gets a save. Very nice little bit of defensive work right there. Mems just toying with it, passing it back. Seems like it's been a lot of possession heavy game for Legacy FC Academy. Or Legacy Academy, sorry. They're not really looking to push the keeper. They're more worried, so Shobi's going to take up the space, but Jim playing the interception game well. Shobi's able to get back and get a nice little save on that one. Now we're looking at Nothing Special FC's defense in full effect. They're playing the intercept style. It does look to be one of a good strategy. Pennell with the ball, passes all the way to Jim. Jim all the way to Tyres. Tyres probably going to go back to Pennell. He does, but George gets the intercept. Pennell gets it at the end of the day though. He gets it unlucky. Care is able to get it. George probably going to look to go Care. He does go to Care. Care in the corner, sends it on to Hunter. Hunter, unfortunately, a little bit too middle. Aaron pushes out to try and maybe get something out of that. Mems does a little ippy slide, fakes Jim out. At least Jim gets his blue sprint used. Jim does push him back, and now George being pushed back as well. Very, very, very weird defensive style, but it is working for them. Right now, Nothing Special FC is working on their interceptions. It does seem that they're forcing the passes, and those passes under pressure tend to be bad passes. Pennell gets a nice little intercept, sends it back all the way to Jim. Jim probably looking to go to Tyres. No, he tries to take him on. He gets a shot, but unfortunately Kair and Mems both being there saves it. Tyres with a nice little shot, but Shobi gets a nice little save on that one. Probably a little bit too close to the wall, I think. Maybe that shot was just too easy for the keeper to save. Mems passes to Kair. Kair passes back. Mems goes wall, and he gets it past Pennell. Kair looking to get a cross in. Unfortunately, Hunter's not there. No, sorry, George isn't there. Jim sends it on to Tyres. Tyres probably looking to get middle to Pennell. A little bit of a man tragedy. George tried to play the intercept role. Hunter pressuring. Hunter and George pressuring the ball keeper depending on which way it goes. Dench gets it middle. Unfortunately, Mems gets it out. Hunter collects it with a nice little magnet. Now he's got a bit of a run. He got past Dench, but unfortunately Dench is going to slide tack, give that back to keeper. Very, very nice. Jim with the ball, looking probably send it to Tyres. No, he's going to go back to keeper. Keeper, looking maybe at Jim. No. Yes, he goes to Jim. Jim probably going to look at Dench. Jim looks at Dench. Kair gets the intercept there. Unfortunate. Pennell sends all the way to Tyres. Tyres sends... Oh, no. Mems sends it to the keeper. Shobi gets left to George. George with the ball. George to Hunter. Fortunately, Dench gets the intercept. Jim now with the ball. Jim getting pressed on both sides. He does get back all the way to keeper as well. Aaron with the ball. Goes right side to Dench. Dench probably looking for the full field send. He does. Back to Jim, and Jim back to Dench. Tyres with the ball middle. Goes right to Pennell. Pennell probably looking for a cross. He uses blue sprint. Then ducks back, sorry. Dench going left side to Jim. Jim with the ball. Probably looking to get a cross into Tyres. He does. No, he gets it to Pennell. Pennell takes the shot left side. Very nice little shot. Just out of the range of the keeper. And at the top of the box where you know it's most deadly. Very, very clean. Right now, Nothing Special FC putting on the show. Their interception games on point. Mems looking for a full field send to George. George gets a shot off though. A quick comeback by Lexi FC. I don't think the commentating is delayed. If it is, there's my apologies. I don't remember changing anything. Aaron sending back to Dench. Dench playing with the ball a little bit. Oh, he gets tackled by Hunter. Hunter probably goes to take a shot. Unfortunately, Aaron's back. Very easy save for him. Pennell with the ball. Pennell sending all the way to Jim. Jim probably looking to send it middle. Fortunately, Carey gets a save. Nice little interception right there. Jim goes straight to Dench. Dench goes middle to Tyres. Tyres back to Jim. Jim with the shot. Right side. Goes off the post. And I think the keeper would have been a little bit too slow for that one. Nice little save from George to Kerr. Kerr with the ball. Kerr going left side to George. George middle to Hunter. Unfortunately, Hunter's unable to get priority on that one. Dench with the ball. Goes straight to Jim. Jim taking up left side. Goes right side to Pennell. Pennell going middle. Straight to Jim. Back middle to Dench. Dench probably going to go back to Pennell on the right side. No, he goes to Jim left side. Jim back to Dench. A little bit of tap passing. Tries to go into Pennell, but George gets the save on that one. Mems does a little tackle instead of collecting it. Unfortunately, he had all the time in the world to collect that one. Jim with the ball, left side. Goes middle to Pennell. Pennell dives back. Gets Hunter baited. Care sends it on. Pennell uses his blue sprint to get back to stop it from going into Hunter's hands. Aaron with the ball, goes right to Pennell. Pennell probably will go to Dench. No, he's going middle to Tyres. Tyres with a shot left side. And gets there past Shobi. Very nice little shot there. Once again, all these shots are usually placed really well on the side posts, you know. That's obviously the best place to put it. It's going to mess up the keeper the most. And I think, yeah, Shobi just wasn't really expecting that cross to go in, and then just the straight shot off it. George tries to get a nice little send, but unfortunately Jim gets the intercept on it. Kerr is able to get back and save it back to Mems. Mems looking to go maybe left side of George. There he goes straight into Hunter. Unfortunately, Dench gets there. Kerr sends it left side to George. George probably looking to go mid. He does go mid. Hunter gets a shot off. It's a little bit too high. Once again, we love to see sometimes it just happens. You know, Hunter seems to be hitting crossbars today. Maybe needs a little bit more time in the shooting range. Who knows? Left side from Jim all the way to Dench. 3 crossbars of the day. Dench with the ball, sends it right side to Pennell. Pennell back, straight to Jim. Jim with the ball, taking his time. Jim sends it in middle, but no one's there, so it's going to be Shobi's all day. Shobi with the ball, sending it on to George. George sending it middle to Kerr. Kerr's got right if he wants to take it. No, he's going to go straight line to George. George, who's going to tap it. Tries to get it middle off that, but Jim's using his defensive stance to get it. Jim acting as the barrier between the keeper. Might have actually just messed up the play a little bit there. Nope, it does still get back into corner, and the keeper... It looks like he's going to try and go left side. He does go left side to Dench. Dench probably going to send it on to Jim. He does. Jim probably going to go on to Tyres. He does. Unfortunately, cares. Pennell gets a little sneaky collect on the ball, and gets it on the right side of Jim. Jim getting stopped by Kerr. Jim, oh my lord. Apologies for that. I was unable to commentate on that one, but I think from what I saw, keeper dived out thinking he'd collect it. On Jim. Jim just easily taking the shot because he sees that the keeper's overcommitted. Unfortunate one there. Okay with the ball. Sends it up. Unfortunately, Jim will save on that one. Seeing a lot of these long field sends getting stopped now. Tyres with the ball. Sends it right side. Shobi's able to get on that one though easily. But yeah, the long field crosses aren't working. Oh my lord. The interceptions from Nothing Special right now keeps working out for them. Jim with the ball. Goes back. No, unfortunately Pennell is unable to get there. Kerr gets it. He goes back real quick. He goes middle, but no one's there, unfortunately. Dench gets the interception, pass on to Jim. Jim passes the Ty, and now Ty's got a little bit of a run. He's going to look to get to Jim, probably in front of him. He does, unfortunately, a little bit too far. Wow, Dench. Just these 1-2 plays, these quick one-touches. You can see, like, if I go from a higher point of view, you can see the triangles that they're forming. That triangle seems to be working for them, at least. Tyres gets past. He sends it on to Jim. Jim unable to get the little bit of a playmaker shot. Hunter with the ball on the left side. Looking to go George, maybe? He might go back. No, he goes straight to George. Dench gets the save, though. Carey taking the ball. He did use his blue sprint, but he does get to Hunter. Hunter gets stopped by Iron, but Iron's out of the box, so now Carey could take the shot off Penno. Penno is now the keeper, so he needs to get out. He's rushing out. Iron gets back the keeper gloves. Very nice. Mem sends it up. Unfortunately, it's going to get stopped. They're just clouding that box, and it's working really well for them. No crosses are coming in. Tries to go back to Iron. 25 seconds left. Iron sends it midfield to Penno. Penno back to Jim. Jim back to keeper. Again, that triangle strategy. We're watching the Toro, you know? It's basically a Toro for the offense right now. 9 seconds left. We're getting the game going. George takes a shot right side. It wasn't going out, so Aaron doesn't move, and then Hunter sends it right into Aaron. Aaron, playing with the ball, waiting for last shot, sends it on net. Does Sharpie save it? He does. And that will be GG's. Nothing Special FC taking a 3-1 win. Apologies. Unfortunately, that's sometimes how the game goes. Some teams need to get their things going up and running, but Nothing Special FC will take the win on that one.